Today we'll take a look at another game I played at chessgame.com, and I played against a very experienced, extremely experienced opponent. He played over 2000 games at that server, so he is extremely experienced. As some of you will say, he has tons and tons of experience, right? And and his top rank was 1600. Just to remind you, my highest rating at that server was 1523. So it looks like he is a stronger opponent, but you will see how this game developed, and that it was quite interesting. So okay, I think we have all the background needed for this presentation, and now let's start. So I start e4, he answers symmetrically, and I played this infamous opening queen to h5. The reason for this was that I thought that against such an experienced player, my only chance is the surprise. So maybe if I can surprise him somehow, then I could, push the winning closer to me. So let's take a look how he answered this with this move. So he defends this pawn. Let's see what was happening next. Okay, so I just bring the bishop with the intention. Queen takes, checkmate. So he brings the queen to protect this endangered square. Now I bring my knight to the game, and he wants to get rid of my queen from this square. So I have to go here and I offer queen's exchange, but he doesn't want to exchange queens, and it was actually it turned out to be good for me in that game. But let's take a look how I played now. So I simply castled, and he attacks my queen. I move it to safety. And this pawn is attacked. But he chooses to play like this. So he attacked my bishop, and then I protected. And he chose the wrong move now, because it was better to capture with pawn at d4. So this was a blunder. And you will see in a moment why. Now, as you can see, I attack the queen and the knight, and take a look at the time. So it is now obvious that one of these two pieces has to go down. Has to go off the board. He just escaped, and took it 4 minutes to make this move. So I just take it for nothing, as a result of the previous blunder, right? So now I have the advantage. I have one more knight, so I am one knight ahead, and he is one pawn ahead. So I'm somewhat better. He now attacks my queen. I don't care for queen's exchange. He attacks my bishop, So I just proceed with my plan. And now this pawn is hanging, so I just take it with check. He defends, and at the same time take a note that the d7 knight is pinned. Okay, so I'm just taking the advantage of the pin and win this pawn. So now he wants to get rid of this bishop. So I just move it closer, move it to safety, just to move it out of harm's way. So now I am preventing him from the castle with my bishop here. And he attacks my knight. So I decide to capture this knight. He captures back. And now of course I could take here, but I thought, well, it will lead to some exchanges and then we'll have the equal game. So now I thought I will pin this bishop here, and then maybe I will be able to attack the rook. So he just captures my bishop. And of course I could now take the bishop back here. I just thought I will play risky here. And I took some time to calculate this, you see, and I played like this. I decided it will be better than to simply exchange the bishops. I thought it will give me some compensation. So this was a forced move actually, and I now am able to capture this pawn. This knight, this bishop is pinned, so it can't take it, but I can take it easily. Okay, so now he moved like this. It was a weak move actually. It was better to capture this pawn. I don't know why he didn't take it. And then I played like this, of course. Computer said it was better to capture with the rook, but if I played the rook, I didn't have the discovered check move later, and my opponent would probably play better against my attack with the rook here. So it turned out to be better for me to, in this game, it was better for me to capture with the bishop here, because my opponent now made the blunder here, and so I just take this hanging pawn with check. So he moves out of harm's way. Only now I took this hanging bishop, because now the position told me so. And now, as you can see, also the rook is attacked. He attacks my bishop. So now if I could play my rook here, then I would pin this rook. But if I play it here, then he captures my rook and it's checkmate. So I decided to play like this to protect my bishop. So he wants to attack the defense of my bishop and then win the bishop. So now I could bring my pawn up here and protect. So if he takes, I will take back, and again it's protected. However, I decided to move my knight here and attack the rook. So if he takes here, I win the rook. And he made this move, which allows me to play like this. And now I have the pin that I wanted earlier, and actually he has no other moves than to take it. So I just take it with check, and I take advantage of this pawn hanging here, and I can take it now. And now I have a pawn free to go here to promote. So I just push it. He takes control of the e-file, so that if I move my rook from this first rank, then he goes to e1 with checkmate. So I decided to move my pawn here to check him, and then maybe I will be able to promote here. He moves out of harm's way. And now, just keeping in mind that I have a checkmate threat, and I can't play with my rook to the 7th rank and prepare for a pawn takes or maybe some kind of a back rank checkmate, I moved here, threatening the fork. Knight at c7 check and winning the rook. So he was threatened of this, and he just attacked my hanging bishop here. But as you can see, it is all over now, because we have this beautiful ending move. It's a winning move, and it's checkmate. Okay, so in this game I was able to achieve 87% of correctness, and my opponent's result was 71%. My mistakes were only 1.82 points, so almost 2 points, right? So it is very little mistakes for my playing. Usually I have much more mistakes, and my opponent's mistakes were 15 points. So he made quite a lot of mistakes here, and blunders on my side were 0. So finally the videos which I made about not making a blunder finally get some results, okay? And my opponent's blunders were 5.71, so almost 6 points of blunders.